Have you left South Africa or are you still here? You know, unlimited rich people are actually leaving South Africa. Guys, come into the office with me today and let's go and talk about the amount of people that are actually leaving South Africa. One of the big problems I see in South Africa is the amount of money that's leaving our country, the amount of rich people that are actually packing up their bags and leaving. And there must be an underlying reason behind this as to why people are picking up their stuff and going. And it's not just people, it's also companies. Large companies are packing their bags and walking away. And you've got to ask yourself the question, why would this happen? Well, for the same reason our rand actually lost value to the point where it was absolutely ridiculous. Now with the new election that's just gone past, perhaps we'll have some improvement, perhaps we'll have a decent rainbow nation, a bit of a multiracial country, instead of all this racism that we've had in the past. But will it work? Because for this to work, we have to understand between ourselves that the guys that are in charge in this government of national unity really do have to make this a huge success so that next time round we don't have a bigger problem than what we had in the past. One of the main reasons that the rich are leaving, and a lot of people are leaving, is because of these far left parties that are so racist, and they're only interested in one particular ethnic group. They're only interested in themselves. They're not interested in creating a rainbow, multi-racial country where everybody can work, where everybody can work together, where everybody can become something. And I've noticed that this only happens when we have a good sports game or something to that effect, then everybody goes blind and everybody is happy to be hugging each other and be a South African nation. Why do we have a situation where we are still blaming, for example, blaming white people for apartheid 30 years down the line? There has to be an expiry date on this. There's an expiry date when you get divorced from a wife. At what point do you stop beating down on your partner, ex-partner, for example? Or if you get fired from a job, at what point do you stop hating them for that? For example, Nazi Germany did so many atrocities, especially to the Jewish people, and 90 years later they still want to convict people, they still want to brag an old man out there, they still want to blame Germans for what happened. And you know, it's all in the past, guys. You can't expect the kids of today to be responsible for what their grandfathers did. Most of these atrocities are committed by the few. In other words, the political leaders of the day, that one person in charge that coerces everyone else to follow him to become this nasty person, and he gets them to do his bidding, and he propagandas them into believing that they're doing the right thing. And only later on do they realize that, oh, we were actually doing the wrong thing and we probably shouldn't have done that and we should apologize and all that. But then the people they're apologizing to for all the atrocities don't accept the apology, and 30 years down the line they're still going on and on about it. It's time to put it behind and it's time to look to the future. One of the big problems in this world is we tend to look too much in the past and we tend to look too much in the history of the world, and it affects us, and that's what causes all the wars and all the infighting and all the problems. The children of today shouldn't even be that concerned about what happened in the past. They should be looking to what will happen in the future. What great future have we got ahead of us? What can we do together? How can we turn this into a superpower? How can we become the best nation in the world? Not, oh no, look what happened in the past. The bastards, look what they did. You know, you're going to carry on like that forever and it's never going to get better. So one of the big problems we've got in this particular country is there's far too much racism on the left against the minorities in this country. And the minorities in this country are picking up their stuff and leaving because their businesses struggle to survive, because there's too much forced BEE and all that sort of stuff. They'd rather take their business, go somewhere else where they're appreciated and go and carry on as normal. It's also, if you apply for a job, you know, the big question is, what color are you? What ethnic group are you? And that sort of thing. That's bullshit. That doesn't work. So that all needs to change. And I think that's why a lot of big money is actually leaving our country and walking away from it at the moment. That said, we've just had a good election. We've just had a really good government of national unity put together. The people have spoken. Hopefully this can all change in our country and we can move forward and become a better nation. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch the last videos. Cheers, thanks, and bye.